BetUS. Thank you for powering up the Fish Report here. We'll be running backs on radar or Dallas in denial, a weekend Fish at 6. Welcome to the program. We are in Frisco today. We'll be in Arlington, of course, on Sunday. And we'll watch the Cowboys running game attempt to bust out. They will attempt to bust out with Ezekiel Elliott as the number 1 guy, Rico Dowdle as number RB1B. And if you listen to Jerry Jones, that's about it. And if you listen to Jerry Jones, that's good enough. I'm going to engineer for you 5 Cowboy trade ideas at running back. We go into this, of course, with the understanding. Jerry is already on the record, representing the organization, by the way, not just him, saying, what are you talking about? What do you mean we need a running back? I've never heard such balderdash. And Jerry is actually of the opinion that the media is pushing the idea that the Cowboys need a running back because the media and fans have been saying that for so long. Now they want it to come true. No, Jerry, we don't want, Cowboys fans don't want their desire for you to have a better running game to come true because they predicted there'd be a problem. They want the running game and the running backs to be better because there is a problem. I'm going to show you, though, before we go tumbling down the running back rabbit hole, how challenging this is because of all things considered. Blow it up, remodel, lame duck, salary cap, age, pride, all that stuff. Blow it up, remodel, by the way, does not mean that Jerry doesn't care or the Cowboys don't care about 2024. It means that making large and long-term financial commitments to players who could help, unless their names are Dak, CD, or Micah, is not really part of the blueprint. That's all. And again, we've been telling you this since February, and it's coming true. Doesn't mean the Cowboys aren't looking to balance their roster and address weaknesses. They are, but there's a but. As we go into Sunday, a dose of reality. Cowboys are 1-1. They just got their arses kicked 44-19 in this building against the Saints. They prepare to face the Ravens. Historically, the Ravens know how to stop the run. They give up yards, but they knew how to stop the run. I've talked about how the Cowboys offense and the running backs have a habit of turning 7-yard gains into 3-yard runs and 3-yard gains into 1-yard runs. Ezekiel Elliott, starting running back here, I believe now, as we enter week 3, is the only, quote, starting running back in the NFL that doesn't have a 10-yard run. I think that's right. And that's not going to change. The number that I've been using is 20, that this offense, as presently constructed with this personnel, is not going to make a 20-yard run, ever. But the numbers are saying they're not even going to make a 10-yard run. So, Rico Dowdle, not impressive enough. Ezekiel Elliott, bless his heart, not impressive enough. Dalvin Cook. And so I think the speculation is worth my time and yours, as long as you understand there's a why and a why not to this handful of names. I'm going to give you 5 names, and I'm giving you 5 plus. All right, ready? Miles Sanders, Panthers running back. Proven dual threat. When he was right in Philadelphia, he did a lot of things. $7.7 million cap hit. It's too expensive. Cowboys didn't want to pay Derrick Henry $8 million. Why do they want to pay the Panthers' third-string running back $8 million? He's a breakaway threat. Doesn't look like it in Carolina, but he was. Cowboys aren't spending here. Guy number 2, the name that comes up, Javonte Williams in Denver. Final year of his rookie deal. I'm sure they're not going to pay money to keep him around. So he's a rental, makes $2.8 million. Okay, so makes $2.8 million. That's not a big problem. Does not handicap you for the future because he's on the final year of his contract. So he fits BIU/R. He's only 24. But why today is Denver, they're 0-2. Why are they selling off pieces today? He's their starting running back. Why are they selling off pieces today? Oh, by the way, so let's revisit this. If Denver's bad on November 4th and the Cowboys are good on November 4th, Javonte Williams in Denver is worth revisiting. And there's one more blockade that I should point out. If you watch him play, he's not really a splash play guy. I don't know that he's a 20-yard explosive guy either. But, Guy number 3, Ernest Johnson. Jaguars back. $1.1 million cap hit. What's he doing down there? Not much. Is he better than what Dallas has? Or is the Jag just a Jag? Guy number 5, we just saw him, Jamal Williams. Track record of production for the Saints as Alvin Kamara's backup. $4.6 million cap hit. It's a little pricey. Under contract for 2 more years after this one, $4 million annual cap hit. So if you go get Jamal Williams, who's just their backup, he basically becomes your starter at $4 million a year for the next 3 years. Is he that guy? Nah. By the way, they probably I don't think they like having a $4 million backup there, but they like having an Alvin Kamara backup. But a $4 million for lock him in as a starter here? No, you're not doing that. Guy number 5, Khalil Herbert in Chicago. Some people think he's a rising star. Right now, as we speak, he's averaging 5.7 yards per, no, this is last year, 5.7 yards per carry. Cap hit, $1 million. Doodly doodly dink. Okay. So he's a breakaway splash play guy with $1 million cap hit. He's a free agent after this year. By the way, when people call him a rising star, if he's a rising star, why is Chicago giving him up? But maybe because he's a free agent after this year, so he's expiring. Once again, we get to the deadline. Cowboys are contenders, maybe. Bears won't be contenders, probably. Maybe they give him up for a pick. But again, he'd be a rental. He'd be a cheap splash play rental in Dallas. That's the fit part. If Chicago wants to give him away, that's the we don't know part. Honorable mention to some people. Keeps taking us to Houston. And they mentioned Dameon Pierce. Currently on a 4-year contract that totals $4.4 million. Cap hit, 1.1. He's a productive, when he plays, back. Right now, hurt, hamstring, complicates his availability, and he is absolutely a physical plotter. I will always remember his first year down there, he didn't do it very much in college. And he gets drafted by Houston in the middle rounds, and Lovie Smith goes, this is what a Texan's supposed to play like. Because he's a tough guy, Dameon Pierce. But he's not a breakaway threat. And he's hurt. Some people are talking about, hey, what about Cam Akers then? Well, for the Texans. Well, Joe Mixon's hurt. Cam Akers is their starting running back. So they're not trading away. A playoff team's not trading away starters. By the way, Cam Akers cap hit $1 million. They're not giving you him. I've seen people say, well, at least these guys could give you depth. Dallas doesn't need depth. By the way, thank you to 72,000 fish heads in Cowboy Nation. And also, thank you to BetUS. BetUS.com. Use that promo code, that 150 promo code, and they will get you in, and they'll get you in good. Go look it up, BetUS.com. And it's a really fun way to play along with guys that know what they're doing. Thank you, BetUS. They don't need Dallas. They don't need depth at running back. They have depth at running back. Good gosh, Dalvin Cook's the fourth-string running back here. They need to get better. They don't need to get deeper. So in the end, even as Dallas has $26 million in cap space, if it wishes to use it, as you can see by our 5+ targets, the fits aren't as they first appear. Again, November 5th trade deadline approaches. If the Cowboys view themselves as contenders, maybe they rethink their position. But Jerry's saying it's not even on our radar. And out of stubbornness or foolishness, I believe him. But right now, and by the way, maybe the Ravens game changes everything. Maybe the Cowboys run roughshod all over the Ravens, and Zeke goes for 60 yards. He's hurdling. Maybe. But right now, the Dallas Cowboys might need a trade, but they don't need backups. They don't need plotters, and they don't want pricey. They don't want rentals. So right now, they're stuck. Hopefully not stuck in the muck. Once again, BetUS, thank you for powering up the Fish Report here. We'll be all over the Cowboys all day long, all weekend long at cowboyscountry.com, cowboyscountry.com at Athlon. And of course, we'll be at the stadium, AT&T Stadium, on Sunday morning, early for your coffee and eggs and fish.